Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition Bayou Outdoors 365 presented by Bayou Outdoors Super Center. I'm your host Patrick Dennis, and I hope everybody's had a great week and ready for the weekend. I know I am. I'm also ready for cooler temperatures, ready for an opportunity to take a break, and ready for my chance to get on out and do a little bit of deer hunting. Deer season is officially here, at least for archery season, but it won't be long until the regular rifle season will be underway. Oh, by the way, this happens to be one that I got over at AAA Outfitters over in East Texas. So real fast, where am I? I'm actually in a little area that we are going to be trying to redo a little bit for just sort of a little studio area whenever we are not out shooting everything out there, you know, in the wild, in nature. So hopefully you'll see a little bit more here coming up. But as far as what we're talking about this week, we've got a variety of things, but a lot of it has to do with the theme of deer hunting. So be prepared for that. But the other thing happens to be too is that as we get ready to get started right now, Super Retriever Series. We were so happy and pumped to have them in the area once again. First of all, they're wrapping things up right now at this very moment with the retrieving part of that on location in a couple of different areas. And, you know, coming up here really soon, we will show you some of the highlights from that event. But they had some of the best retrievers and trainers from around the country right here in Northwest Louisiana. But then last weekend, in case you didn't have a chance to see it, it was the dog dock diving competition. Pretty neat. If you didn't get a chance to see it, or if you did, we got a few highlights before we get ready to get things all cranked up this week. Take a look. We got a great show for you this week, everybody. You got to make sure you stay tuned. We're going to show you a couple of brand new hunts for you. We're going to look back at some old stuff as well. And just to set things up a little bit, we're going to explain a little bit about what the deer rut is. Obviously, it's not here yet, but like the deer, they like to chase each other around some. So as we go to break, classic footage. We're going to take a little clip of it right now. We'll show you more of it coming up in a little bit. Watching the deer chase, and they end up fighting too. They fight. They're behind the trees. Look at them coming in to fight too. Welcome back, everybody. Bayou Outdoors 365 presented by Bayou Outdoors Super Center. It's time for us to hit the woods for this year, and we're hitting the woods this year with a little segment I saw posted just the other day. It's with her friend Gene Smith, Wild Thing Custom Meats. Now, Gene he loves archery hunting, and he loves to take a chance if he can to go and process your deer too. That's the only place we take our deer to, Wild Thing Custom Meats, located right there on the east side of Minden. But Gene went out, he went on a little hunt this year, and it's a meat hunt, but hey, you gotta get started, right? And that's exactly what he did. So let's take a look to see what Gene was able to pull off.
Morning, Gene Smith, Wild Thing Custom Meats, October 4th, 2023. Going on my fourth hunt. Hadn't seen nothing but spikes and little bitty deer. Got a picture of a good one that's coming in here during the night and sometimes during the day, so we're gonna give it a shot. Hottest, muggiest morning we've had so far, so hope to get you some video. Thanks. The bell stopped ringing. Oh, there we go. Still on it. Leading good. Dang, gonna have to drag this heifer. Old school. Old school done found it there. New school running around like she don't know what's going on. Save a little over-year-old pup. Come on. Find it, come on, get it on out. Come on. Good job, Elsie. Good job. Yeah, you a good girl. Big old doe. Wow, right in the front shoulder.
Great job, Gene. You got it started. You already beat me 1-0. Got a funny feeling you are going to keep the lead all season long. I wonder where you're going to take that deer to get processed. Anyway, so it was a few years back, several years back, I had a chance to go out and shoot a little piece with my friend Todd Buffington. Now, at the time, he was with the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. Now, since then, he has retired. Since then, too, when you see this video, he looks a lot different nowadays, and he'll be more than happy to tell you about it, but he had to go through different things in life, and now, from what I've seen online, he's living life right now bigger and better than ever with some of the things he's having a chance to do and enjoying retirement, and I am so happy for him for that. But take a listen to this video clip here as we talk a little bit about deer hunting, and then we get to talking about the rut also. I think it's a classic clip, and it helps you understand things just a little bit better. What kind of things are you first looking for?
What I can see the farthest is going to be rubs on trees. They should kind of shine like a light. I mean, you see a trail up top we just came off of, which is a hiking trail. Deer kind of have their hiking trails as well. They like to follow creeks. They like to follow contours in the land. So when you come down to a creek like this, look up and down the creek and you should see some kind of activity, whether it's rubs, scrapes, or something, that there's an established deer trail going through there. See a lot of feeding going on. The green stuff, most people call them briars. They're in a whole family called smilax, and deer will eat on these year-round. You can look on the very tips and see where they've been kind of torn off. That's a deer that does that, because a deer does not have teeth, front teeth on its top jaw.
Simplest definition of what the rut is.
Okay, the rut is when the does come into heat. They are ready to be bred. They leave scent through the woods that the bucks are attracted to. That is called the rut. That's when the bucks are actually chasing these does. That buck will stay with that doe until she actually ovulates, and she'll allow him to breed her. We collect deer year-round, especially in the spring. We try to collect mature does that have bred. We will take the fetuses, we can measure the length, and we have a scale that we use that can bring us back to the exact day that that doe bred.
And typically in this area, when would you say the rut goes on?
And we have a large area northwest Louisiana. We have a lot of smaller ruts going on, but from November the 5th through Thanksgiving, November the 25th, 30th, that's going to cover the majority of the rut in this area.
So Todd talked a little bit about the rut. Now the deer will go sometimes, they will chase each other, meaning that the bucks chase after the does, and then also sometimes the bucks get into fights. It happens. Matter of fact, I was fortunate enough one day to be over at the Heartland 1010 Ranch over in East Texas to go and do a little video recording. And yeah, it's safe to say the rut was in full swing, and it's safe to say the bucks were a little frisky, and it's also safe to say they were ready to put up a fight.
Big fight. They're behind the trees. Look at them coming in to fight too. Oh, somebody got whooped. Another right here. Keep the camera on that, but look at the buck running the doe behind us. Oh yeah. Got the other doe coming with the elk on her. My gosh, so there were other does in the woods. There's one more at least. Fight's back on, yeah.
It is deer season, everybody, and that's what we're talking about this week on Bayou Outdoors 365, presented by Bayou Outdoor Super Center. I am pumped, and I'm so excited too to finally have some cooler temperatures come back into the Arklatex. So deer season highlights, some of my favorite highlights as well. We're going to show you that and then remind you what you can do with your deer once you go out and harvest it and then get ready to process it.
I just put up some shot.
Here. Oh my goodness. Can you believe? Man, that's what you come to AAA Outfitters in Carthage, Texas for right there, boys.
Just went there.
Bro, my belly's pounding, dude. Think we got him?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know we got him. I know we hit him.
Yeah, he's pouring blood out.
AAA Outfitters always gives you a fabulous, fabulous hunt. It's a managed property, but folks, that doesn't mean there aren't challenges, and I think that's what makes this place truly, truly special, especially if you're going to go after one particular deer.
Yeah, I just smoked his eye to him.
Dang it. Man.
How far was that?
Oh, dude, that was probably about 170, 180 yards.
Man, you dropped his butt, man. That was, I told you can do it.
Not sure what my highlights are going to be this year. You got to stay tuned for that. But again, let's talk a little bit about what you should do with that deer when you go and get it harvested. What should you do with it? You need to take it to a proper processor. A processor that can go and then take that deer and then turn it over to local food banks, organizations, whatever. It's a program. It's called Hunters for the Hungry. And we have a couple of processors here in our area. There's more than that, by the way, but it wasn't that long ago I had a chance to catch up with a couple of them. One is our friend Gene Smith at Wild Thing Custom Meats, and the other one is go check them out over at Bellevue. So let's visit with them real quick and let you hear what both of them have to say about the Hunters for the Hungry program.
It's a great program. Most of all the meat that comes through that is donated here goes to the local shelters, typically Shreveport Bossier Rescue Mission and some other agencies in town that use that meat on a daily basis, and they're extremely happy to get it.
You know, Louisiana have so many extra deer, extra does, and it's important to go ahead and fill all your tags. There's a reason Wildlife and Fishery gives you that a number of tags. That's for wildlife control. So, you know, when you get your freezer full, go ahead and fill your tags, bring your deer in, donate them to Hunters for the Hungry. They go to several organizations throughout the nonprofit organizations to feed the hungry. Teen Challenge is one of them, Joe LeBlanc Food Bank, several places that we can distribute that meat and get it to somebody who would love to have some.
And Bayou Outdoors 365 is happy to be part of and be an advocate for Hunters for the Hungry. Please consider it this year. Not just consider that, but consider also making a donation. Because you know what? Those processors, they get paid by Hunters for the Hungry. So, you know, you don't have to pay anything. They get paid by Hunters for the Hungry. But it takes funds to do that. So go online to the Hunters for the Hungry website. And when you go online, number one, you can find a list of processors that you can take your deer to. And number 2, you can go and make an online donation. It's a great cause to do it, and we're happy to be an advocate for them this year. Hey everybody, Patrick here, Bayou Outdoors 365. Proud to be associated with Bayou Outdoor Supercenter for basically almost 10 years now. What an amazing family here, the Brazil family. I'm gonna let you know a little secret I found out about. See these back behind me, these motor homes? They are having a motor home clearance sale going on. New and used, even the newest models. If you've been thinking about a motorhome, something different, not necessarily just taking your truck, hooking it up to an RV, you want it all in one. Class A, Class B, Class C, new and used, perfect for you. Again, my secret there for you, from what I've heard, is that they're having a huge sale. You will never see prices like this ever again. So if you're interested in this, these will not stay on the lot for very long. Give them a phone call here at Bayou Outdoor Supercenter. Tell them Patrick from Bayou Outdoors 365 told you about it. And look, check them out there for you at BayouOutdoor.com. But if you want to go and travel around the South, travel around the country, tailgating, hunting, family vacations, whatever it is, but do it in a Class A, B, or C motorhome, now is the time for you to do it. It is their motorhome clearance sale going on. You don't want to miss it for sure. Anyway, once again, I'm Patrick Dennis for Bayou Outdoors 365. You know, earlier on in our program, we showed you a hunt that Gene Smith did. But you know what? He's not the only one his family can hunt. Not at all. Matter of fact here, this is Macy we're about to show you. And Macy went out to do a little hunting too. What she ended up killing might have been what she went out for. But that family there, they know what to do. They know how to put the meat in the freezer, in the fridge, on the table. They get it done. And Macy, great job. Check it out, everybody, what she was able to accomplish.
Hey, y'all. I'm Macy Smith. It is currently 5:25 p.m. I'm bow hunting with my little girl's bow there. Tonight we're aiming for either a doe, just for some meat for the freezer, or anything over a 6-point, or a hog. I'm hoping for the big old 10-point to walk out. It is October 3rd, so the 3rd day of bow season. And let's get right to it.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for joining us this week, Bayou Outdoors 365. Don't forget, so many things going on out there in our community. Please take an opportunity to check to see what's going on in your backyard, especially those areas that we partner up with. I mean, Shreveport and Bossier parishes with the Sports Commission, the Tourism Office. Also, DeSoto Parish Tourism, and on top of that, Sabine Parish, Toledo Bend Lake Country. Go online, see what all they have going on, and I tell you what, you will enjoy yourself. This time of the year, it is festival season. Yeah, your calendar will be completely full. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this week. We have enjoyed it. And oh, by the way, real quick, they got a new litter of puppies. One of Olive's, you know, I guess cousins now, I guess you go and end up saying, championship litter has now been born, and they are there. Core Zone for Labradors, folks. Check them out. Check them out. Already 2 of the puppies, from what I know, have already spoken for, so you got to get on this fast. And then if you're looking for obedience training afterwards, Red Rover Obedience over in Bossier City. Thank you, everybody. Have yourself a great week.